Hi everyone, my name is Mary and I work on the bookmobile at the Cobb County Public Library. I'm really excited to read a story with you today. I'm going to share Lost and Found by Oliver Jeffers today. Have you all ever lost something before? Like maybe a favorite toy or your blanket? Yeah, me too. Once there was a boy who found a penguin at his door. The boy didn't know where it came from, but it began to follow him everywhere. The penguin looked sad, and the boy thought it must be lost. So the boy decided to help the penguin find its way home. He checked in the Lost and Found office, but no one was missing a penguin. He asked some birds if they knew where penguins came from, but they ignored him. Birds are like that. The boy asked his duck, but the duck floated away. He didn't know either. Look, he was asking his bathroom duck. That night, the boy couldn't sleep for disappointment. He wanted to help the penguin, but he wasn't sure how. The next morning, he discovered that penguins come from the South Pole. But how could he get there? He ran down to the harbor and asked a big ship to take him to the South Pole, but his voice was much too small to be heard over the ship's horn. Let's make it sound like a horn. Together, the boy decided he and the penguin would row to the South Pole. So the boy took his rowboat out and tested it for size and strength. He told stories to the penguin to help pass the time. When they packed everything they would need and pushed the rowboat out to sea. What a long journey. They rowed south for many days and many nights. There was lots of time for stories, and the penguin listened to every one, so the boy would always tell another. My, look at how small they are compared to this big ocean. They floated through good weather and bad, when the waves were as big as mountains. Whoa, look at that, be careful. Until finally they came to the South Pole. The boy was delighted, but the penguin said nothing. Suddenly it looked sad again, and the boy helped it out of the boat. This sign says, "Welcome to the South Pole." Then the boy said goodbye and floated away. When he looked back, the penguin was still there, but it looked sadder than ever. I wonder what's making the penguin sad. It felt strange for the boy to be on his own. There was no point telling stories now because there was no one to listen except the wind and the waves. Instead, he just thought. And the more he thought, the more he realized he made a big mistake. The penguin hadn't been lost. It had just been lonely. Quickly, he turned the boat around and rowed back to the South Pole as fast as he could. But look who's on the other side of the iceberg. Do you see? Oh, goodness. At last, he reached the pole again, but where was the penguin? The boy searched and searched, but he was nowhere to be found. Sadly, the boy set off for home. But then the boy saw something in the water ahead of him. Closer and closer he got until he could see the penguin! Look, they're reunited and it's so much fun. And so the boy and his friend went home together, talking of wonderful things all the way. So in this story, the boy thought the penguin was lost, but he wasn't really lost. He was lonely and he needed a friend. And then what happened? The boy became his friend, that's right. What a great story. Lost and Found, written and illustrated by Oliver Jeffers. Thanks for joining me. Have a great day.